Hey guys, I want to come on here and talk to you guys about something I'm extremely passionate about. I worked at an organization that helped girls who have gone through this, and it's the topic of sex trafficking. And it's something that we are not talking about enough here in the US, and I'm going to focus on Arizona because that's where I live right now. I went to a police meeting last week that was basically talking about a film that has been produced. It's called Sex Trafficking in America, and I'll go over that in a little bit. It's from Frontline. They produced it, and it's an amazing documentary of an amazing girl here in Arizona named Kat, who had actually gone through sex trafficking, and she was 16 years old when she was online talking to a guy saying that he wanted to show her around Arizona. And she was going through some stuff at home, and that just sounded like a good idea to her. And as soon as she got in that car, the guy said, "I own you. You will never be going back home." And that night is the first night that she had a customer. And ever since then, she's never been the same. And this topic is just not talked about enough because we act like it doesn't happen in our own backyard. We act like it's in third world countries or whatever else it is, but it's happening here, right here in Arizona. And I want to talk to you guys more about some statistics that I've pulled up, and just to tell you guys about it. Since 2007, there's been 815 victims just here in Arizona alone. The number of calls that come in, the calls total has been 2,441. So there's been calls coming in reporting it. Something that I learned is that here in Arizona, they're making it even stricter for people who are buying it, buying these girls, because without the demand, without the demand, there would be no supply. Get that right. Basically saying if people weren't buying these girls, these pimps would not have a job. And the thing about it is, these guys need to be shamed for buying these girls. These girls need to be shamed for buying these guys, because it happens both ways. And the thing about it is that now in Arizona, they're doing even more to prevent this, because they used to just write tickets for the people who had been buying these girls, and they would write them tickets when they found them. And basically these tickets would just be a fine or something like that. But now they actually take them into jail. They book them overnight, and they make them call home. So sometimes these men or women are calling their husbands or wives, telling them that they bought these girls, and most of the time they're underage, and they said they didn't know about it. But when you see these girls, come on. Like, we weren't born yesterday. These girls are young, okay? And so they're having to call home, which is a huge shocker to their families. And the reality is it shames them enough to hopefully not do it again. And then what they're also doing is towing their cars from the scene. So that's a huge, another thing that they have to go through in front of the public to get their cars back. And I just want to have a little message to people who talk about girls buying girls. It's disgusting. If you think that these girls are there for you and wanting to do that stuff, no matter how much they say they're enjoying it or whatever else, they have been tricked into this lifestyle. And this lifestyle comes about because of a few different ways. I worked at a place here in Arizona that I've gone through, girls who have gone through sex trafficking, and a lot of them had come from families that have been abusive, sexually, physically, anything like that. And they had gone through these things and gotten online or met somebody or gone to a party and had these guys promise huge lifestyle changes for them, and that they love them, and that they wanted to date them, marry them, whatever it was, whatever they had to say to get these girls in their cars, in their hotel rooms, whatever it was. They were told a lie to get there, and so they're not there for you. And the thing about sex trafficking is, and this documentary will talk about it a little bit more, and we got to talk to Kat afterwards and actually hear a little bit more about her story, it's not just sex trafficking that's crazy about this lifestyle. It's everything that has to do with it. Guys who are selling these girls to make money off of their bodies are not just guys who want to have sex. Okay, they're very violent. They will do anything to get what they want. Basically, they're having sex with these girls anytime they want as well. A story that I don't want to get too crazy on online, but like a lot of the stories that these girls go through is basically that they're bruised from head to toe, because when you're paying, these guys think that they can do whatever they want to their bodies. And so it's devastating to hear some of these stories. And I hope that you guys go and watch this film. I don't know if this is gonna do anything for you guys, maybe spark an interest for you to go help out or hear about your local communities, what they're doing. But honestly, it needs to be talked about more. Drinking and driving about 5 years ago used to be okay, and nowadays it's like, you were drinking and driving, you're stupid. And that's how sex trafficking needs to be. It's stupid to buy a girl. It's disgusting to buy a girl. It's not their choice. No matter what they're saying, it's not their choice. And we need to stick up and start talking about it more, so it's not just something that is happening all around the world and we're okay in the US. It's happening in our backyards. I've met multiple girls who've gone through this, and it's devastating to hear their stories. And I hope that you guys get the chance to help out sometime. So thank you for listening. Sorry it was so long. I will definitely put the links to the film and everything you can do to help. Thank you so much. Bye.